gave the seeds unknown, the chanting pulse of blood river, flesh to bone. A water shoreline, hallowed ranges that you reach upon the plains you seek. The runes upon the sandlot beach, fate in sunrise. At water's break, a moonless tide, her celestial border. In prayer to the earth we gave the sun, washed in rain, cleansed and seized, breathed by the wind. Seeds of stone, flesh to bone, home touching this bloodied peak. The crystal eyes, the ruddy cheeks, the limping guise of fragile speech. Oh, the last demise in crowning. Dis-ease in current trends, no immunity in friends. The western view of eastern sights, pilot wings with no flights. Urine streets, littered fodder of aged deceit. The soulless feet hit the street, bars and gates, the lockdown frame. Bankers foreclosed on the promised lot, reapers of profit, militia in the classroom halls. In the halo fields of mortar with crack, a harnessed shot in the scope everlast. Rings against the blades, laces reversed on the muddied boots. Hearts of palm taint the gas air, the fecal trail, the hunter's lust for those vast remains. The gentle paddies of mine fields, the rolling grasses of the pines, sealed in common caskets. No wind to unfurl, only bars and stripes hang limp and insecure, long past the gusts of pale goodbye. No stars in the blue sky. Still they hang on ground cover in day as in night, in managing the masses, in continued state of war, in the evolution of the mind. No need for the planet Earth, all it is but all there is a constant comment. Oh, those precious commodities, diamonds, gold, plutonium, gas, oil, air, in the crusts of the earth, tenfold within the oceans and the seas. The bridge of human control lies within the power of extortion. For we have stitched the banner of freedom with the scales of justice in evolution. Equipped the soldiers in liberation. Marched in revolution through the streets, sifting meditations on peace. Vote in resolve and speak of resolutions. We have maintained, restrained. The government pelts, the welts, the rights, the oppression. The rails, the trails, the pony express, the tears, the fears, the epiphany, the quest. As the mountains knelt before the sea, with oceans as filled as the sky, to the land of the free. Outlined in measures of tides, we trace rhythms from bar to bar, from beat to beat, relate to the paths we tread. Contours erect on the east, future on the west, house of many doors, with boundaries as deep as 4 walls of change. Returning each lifetime to this bed in which we lay our many heads, for where we walk, we have labored. The sun that has seeded feeds also our sons and our daughters. I am the first light you seek, the breath of dawn upon your bloody cheeks. The seasons that fall and begin again, for you have come from within my deepest seas. You have drunk the earthly fire and been spoken on the wind. For I was the wind that wrapped around your head. I I was the mountains of your hallowed bones. I was the voice, I was the chorus of your sons and your daughters. So sleep, my sons, my daughters, my lovers, my mates. Sleep now, for tomorrow we fight. Sleep now, first taste the red, then the white. You know, baby, you know. It's 2 coins for Charon before you're awake. 2 coins for Charon every day before you begin. 2 coins for Charon to find your way again. New ways, wheels, and trains that run on time. New planes, new trains, and travel in your mind. The schedule remains the same. The spirit agrees to re-enlist some pay a heavy fine. Speeches are being written, shaking hands and being kind. And they do come back again and run a second time. The children are crying. They come from the roaring plain. They have forsworn man shall seek to gain. He shall seek the harmony to ease the pain, giving his hand in love to protect our domain. Children, we ask of thee, forgive what we have come to see in the legacy of fear. A king who cried for others, sleep there, you lay beside my brother. The lost art of a healing grace, the heart, the willing race. We are black, we are Jewish, Italian, Latino, French, Russian, Asian. We come from Palestine. I am earth, I am fire, I am grace from her land. I am near, don't travel by car, any plane. Trains don't run that far. They flow through the veins like ink. As the sculptor takes from this land and so divines our shape, our form, our expression, years without time. As the river feeds the willow's branch that clings there ever free, her feathers, when pressed by the wind, shall reveal to thee. Be it voice of song or incantation, as the moon bears full her soul, the sun shall drape and fold about our frame. Waters in still reflection call by name. Children born through time alone will find again in certain space these fibers we have sown. And when I close my eyes at dawn, folding my arms within to a greater light of wind and song, and I begin again in silent second sight. They shall lay me there in the gaslit chamber. All these voices rise, yet once more before I draw in upon mine eyes a task of life I shall remember. 'Tis not so necessary what we have come to know, but rather that in wisdom the love may grow. In truth, with honor and a whiskey, a one-legged soldier might party that day. His brothers still missing.